365 Ways to Live Happy Life. Chapter 2.
Seek meaning and purpose to have a happy life. 21. Attend at least one religious service this week. Participate in your religious or spiritual faith and attend a service this week. Even in our materialistic, consumer-driven society, you can live a purposeful, self-actualized, meaningful, and happy life. Research suggests that participation and belief in a religious faith or spiritual tradition is an important ingredient for having that kind of life. One way to stay in touch with your core spiritual beliefs is to regularly attend a religious service or a gathering in which your faith and belief is shared. Some studies link such regular participation to a greater sense of well-being, a stronger connection to community, reinforcement of your beliefs, and a more stable, healthier, and happier family life. If you don't have a specific faith, create a regular ritual to honor what you believe in. It can be an elaborate affair or as simple as finding a few minutes to read about or reflect upon beliefs you find inspiring. 22. Recite a prayer or make up your own. Prayer can center you when things are going right in your life, give solace and lift you when you feel down, and remind you that you aren't alone. Praying can help you move forward when you feel stuck or provide hope when you need healing. Harold Koenig, M.D., Associate Professor of Psychiatry and Medicine at Duke University School of Medicine in Durham, North Carolina, has observed that religious people tend to have healthier lives. Better health means you are more likely to feel greater satisfaction with your life. Recite a prayer that gives you comfort. Or, if you prefer, you can make up your own prayer. A simple thank you is a powerful prayer of gratitude. I need your help or please guide me are also excellent points of departure into prayer. Pray and then be still like an empty vessel waiting to be filled. Gratefully receive whatever inspiration, answers, relief, peace, joy, and bliss may come. 23. Read a book about a religion that's unfamiliar. If your heart feels bereft of some spiritual inspiration, explore your options and read a book that focuses on one of the great yet unfamiliar religious traditions of the world. Choose an inspirational book if you need a little lift and encouragement. Read the history of your chosen religion or spiritual tradition if you prefer a historical perspective. Study the sacred texts, for example, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, and the Vedas. Read biographies of saints. Let the words and deeds of holy beings such as the Sufi mystic Rumi or the Indian saint Meera, who were drunk with love for the divine, lead you back to your spiritual center where your heart can feel happy again. Image, illustration, 24. Designate one corner of your home as sacred space. Create an area in your home that can serve as a sanctuary for yoga, prayer, writing in your journal, sipping tea, reading, and reflecting. Make your sacred space private. Add a screen, a large plant, a curtain, or something that defines and separates that space from the rest of the house. Add a small table to hold your spiritual texts, sacred objects, candles, incense, holy oil, or prayer beads. A window or door with a view of a lake or garden is an added bonus. Otherwise, hang a piece of silk, a batik, or spiritual art. Regularly retreat to your sanctuary to reconnect with your own inner joy. 25. Memorize a prayer, affirmation, or piece of spiritual writing. Not only is it good for your brain, but memorization of a prayer, affirmation, or a piece of profound spiritual writing can provide solace and comfort in times of crisis or deep emotional distress and give you peace. If you were a Christian growing up in America, you may have been expected to memorize the Lord's Prayer, one or more of the Psalms or Proverbs, or New Testament verses. In other religious traditions, too, there are prayers and religious texts, mantras, and sacred verses that followers can memorize. So close your eyes, open your heart, and mentally recite your favorite affirmation or prayer. Let the words lead you to tranquility and bliss. 26. Become more tolerant. When was the last time you tried to understand a bias you hold towards something or someone? If it's been a while, now might be the right time to revisit your beliefs. Growing up, many people consciously and unconsciously absorb the biases of their family members, associates, friends, and peers. When you let go of intolerant biases and recognize and respect the beliefs of others, you are practicing tolerance. Consider one or more of the beliefs you still hold. Perhaps your beloved grandmother told you that things would never change, or the father you respected taught you not to trust anyone who didn't look or talk like you. Think for yourself. Using truth and fact, compassion and understanding, create a new lens for seeing bias. Visit www.tolerance.org. 27. Practice a random act of kindness every day. Push the buttons in the elevator for a fellow rider. Help an elderly person up the steps of a building, a subway exit, or onto a bus. Pick up an item that someone drops. Put your pocket change into a charity box. Invite a fellow shopper to move ahead of you in the checkout line. Shovel the snow off your neighbor's walk. Offer to let someone share your umbrella. Random acts of kindness require very little effort but pay great dividends in the good karma and personal happiness they generate. 28. Make a 10-point list of what's really important to you. Millions of people live their lives without a sense of direction. Unless you know what is really important to you and what you want out of life, how are you going to know where you are going, how to get what you want, and what your life purpose is? Think of 10 things that are really important to you, for example, family unity. Then make each item as specific as possible. Instead of family unity, maybe you really mean eating meals together, working on the chores together, or praying together. Refine the 10 things on your list until you know exactly what is of primary importance to you. These are the things that will make you happiest. Knowing what they are can help you make better choices in your personal life journey. 29. Take a class to learn CPR and the Heimlich maneuver. Imagine the happiness you would feel if you were personally able to save someone's life. Prepare by learning how to do some simple first aid, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, and the Heimlich maneuver. Classes are offered through the American Heart Association, the parks and recreation departments of many cities, and also through local hospitals and clinics in community outreach programs. Find a class near you and take it. Then if you witness someone who has a medical emergency, call 911. But also don't hesitate to apply what you have learned. Doing something is better than doing nothing. You may even save someone's life through quick action. Now that's something to be truly happy about. 30. Donate your blood annually on your birthday. The greatest gift you can give anyone is the gift of life. Hospitals nationwide provide life-saving blood transfusions every day. Yet, all too often, a shortage of blood prompts blood donation centers, the American Red Cross, and hospitals to call upon citizens to donate and help replenish the nation's blood supply. Blood banks repeatedly call upon their good donors, those who don't mind coming in as frequently as every 6 weeks, to help them out. Consider donating on a regular basis or even just once a year on your birthday so that someone ill can make it to his or her next birthday. The happiness you feel on your special day thus can be magnified by your generosity. 31. Call your favorite charity and offer to help. Want to live a more virtuous life, but you're not the type to do spontaneous acts of kindness and generosity? Then think of your favorite charitable cause, put together a list of charities that work on behalf of that cause, and call to offer what resources you can to help its work. Few charitable organizations would turn away a volunteer. On the contrary, charities generally need people willing to donate their time and expertise. You can live your life focused on yourself, or you can choose the higher path and offer part of your life and work for the betterment of others less fortunate. When performing everyday charitable acts, your life takes on meaning and purpose. 32. Let the DMV know you want to be an organ donor. You won't be using your body after it's breathed its last breath, so why not save someone's life through donation of your vital organs? How about giving a blind person the gift of sight or a burn patient tissue? You can sign up with the organ registry of your state, and by letting the Department of Motor Vehicles know your wishes the next time you renew your license. Registering to be an organ donor is easy and can make a huge difference for an individual fighting for life as well as that person's family. Even though organ donation has long been a taboo topic for cultural and religious reasons, most of the world's great religious traditions accept it. Live happier knowing that at your life's end, the organs you no longer need can give someone else a fighting chance to live. 33. Give a box of fruit from your trees to a local food bank. Pick ripe fruit off your backyard trees and box it up for a local food bank to give to the poor. Giving your surplus fruit and produce to a food bank like Second Harvest will help feed people without resources or options to purchase everything they need. You'll be glad to know you did something nice for someone else and that the excess fruit and vegetables won't be wasted. Even if you live in a city and don't have fruit trees, you could have a small garden and share vegetables and herbs from it with the poor. 34. Create a new tradition with your family. Brainstorm with your children and spouse about making a new family tradition. Perhaps something wonderful and spontaneous occurred as you were preparing to leave for summer vacation, the night before Thanksgiving, the afternoon of the first snowfall, or on the way to the pumpkin patch. Or, maybe you had a pillow fight that ended with everyone making popcorn, s'mores, and watching old movies in their pajamas. If it still evokes powerful memories for all of you, make it a tradition. Other ideas might include an annual family cleaning day, when everyone pitches in to tackle the mess in the garage, basement, or attic, an annual family fun day, let a child choose what the family does for the day, even if it's bug hunting, or an annual plant a garden day. According to Dr. G. Scott Wooding, best-selling author and leading Canadian authority on parenting teenagers, traditions help to determine family boundaries and help children feel more secure by giving them a sense of belonging to a clearly defined unit. 35. Write a mission statement for your life. Your mission statement is a blueprint of your vision for your life. When thinking about writing a mission statement, be specific. If you want to have a happy, meaningful life, ask yourself what actions you will need to take and what values and purposes you must have to drive those actions. What is your raison d'être? What is the focus of your life's work? How do the things you do and the way you treat your family and other people reflect your core values? Maybe you prefer to react as life comes at you. But if not, clarify what you want to do with your life. What will give you lasting peace and happiness, when, at the end of your life, you look back at how you lived? 36. Call the police when you have witnessed a crime. Don't turn a blind eye or deaf ear to criminal activity or injustice. Stand up for what is right. If you witness an accident, a robbery, abuse of a child, even if it appears the abuser is the parent, dial 911. Fear of reprisal or worry that getting involved may eat up too much of your time or cause you stress seems trivial when you consider that the crime could happen to a member of your family. You'd want others to help, especially if they witnessed what had transpired. Aid someone in distress. Helping another can be gratifying, and even make you happy, whereas doing nothing can cause feelings of guilt and remorse. 37. Join the Sierra Club or Rainforest Action Network. One way to make your life more meaningful is to join others in working to save the planet. Sometimes things can be accomplished only when working in concert with other like-minded individuals in groups like the Sierra Club or the Rainforest Action Network. Joining a group of people who share your feelings about a common cause can inspire you to do things you might never do on your own. Plus, there is truth to the saying that there's strength in numbers. Although one person working alone may not be able to save a rainforest, thousands or millions of people rallying around a single goal might just accomplish it. 38. Join Amnesty International. Join others who want to make their lives count for the greater good. One way to find meaning in your life is by devoting time, money, and expertise to the fight for others who have been unjustly imprisoned. Their voices have been silenced. Amnesty International works hard to expose such human rights abuses. The organization and its supporters have helped save the lives of thousands of victims of torture and execution at the hands of rogue warlords, armed guerrillas, and oppressive regimes and governments. Your help is needed and wanted. Contact www.amnesty.org/n/how you can help.
Thanks for listening.